I do think when people see me, they assume I live a certain way, I think a certain way. But along with my studies and my major, there were questions that I had spiritually about Islam, about my religion. And it was either I'm going to make religion fit science or I'm going to make science fit religion. And I ultimately chose to make science fit my religion. So as a bio-pre-med major and as a Muslim, I started to see that those two things didn't exactly meet. And the reason for this was because a major part of Islam is learning how to interact with the world around you with consideration and wisdom. And biology without that human factor is just something you study in a lab. That's what led me to change my major to health science. And so I was clearly able to make those connections to my spirituality, to my religion, which is what I was looking for. Health science took me out of the lab and put me into the real world. And it pushed me to think about how the knowledge that I have is going to affect the people around me and not just think of myself. And so I started exploring all types of classes. The best time of every semester was when the registration list came up of classes that were being offered the next semester, because I was like a kid in a candy shop. I was like, there's so many different classes being offered. I was in women's studies classes, religion classes, anthropology, sociology, philosophy, education. I mean, you name it, I was in that class. And if I wasn't registered for that class, I probably sat in on a class if I heard they were learning something interesting. Definitely all the people I met, the classes I took, the experiences I had at BU have made me so much more dynamic, accepting, outgoing, and open-minded. I'd like to thank BU for providing that environment where it motivated me and I was encouraged to step out of my comfort zone. I'm much more confident in who I am, and when explaining myself and why I live the way I live, why I have the beliefs that I have, I can articulate myself better, and I believe it. It's something I'm convinced about now.